everyone, and welcome back to a new video here at Adventures in Polishland. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I have my Erin Condren Deluxe Notebook here. I will link my unboxing to this on the screen for you right now if you want to learn more about the notebook itself. But in a recent video, my planner basket tour, I mentioned that I use this notebook as a phone call log, and I did have a request to show you more about that log. So the reason I have a phone call log is because we all have to make important phone calls from time to time, sometimes more than others, and it is important, at least to me, to take a record of those phone calls. And I used to do that just on slips of paper, or if I had to call the cable company, I would take a note on my bill. But I wanted to have all of my phone call notes in one place. That way, nothing gets lost. I know exactly where to look. And whenever I have a question or I need to go back, I know exactly where all of my information is, and it's in this notebook. So today I'm going to show you how I use this notebook. Obviously, I'm not going to show you my personal phone call log just because it's personal information and I have to keep that private, which I'm sure you guys understand. But I am going to do a mock phone call log and show you how I use it. Of course, this is something personal. We all want to keep track of things in different ways. I just thought it would be helpful if I shared my log with you guys. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm going to turn to a page in the back of my notebook. So when I use my phone call log, I don't use it for talking to friends and family or anything like that. I use it for business calls or important calls like the doctor or the cable company, anything customer service related. So let's go ahead and get started. All of the situations I'm going to completely make up on the top of my head, and they won't be realistic to my actual life, so just keep that in mind. But whenever I am doing a phone call log, the first thing that I do is I write down the date and the time. So let's just say it's February 14th. It's not, but we're just going to say that. And it's 11 a.m. That's the first thing that I do. Then on the next line, I will write down who I'm calling. So let's say I'm calling the doctor, and then I will write down the doctor's phone number. On the next line, I will write down why I'm calling. So I'll say, need to change appointment. And then I will physically call the doctor. And as soon as I get somebody on the phone, I write down their name. So let's just say Miranda answered the phone. And then I would write down the conclusion of our conversation. So changed appointment from May 5th, 2016 to April 12th, 2016 at 9 a.m. Bring insurance card. So this is a very straightforward example, but it helps to illustrate how I keep track of everything. So the reason why this would be important to me is, say for example, I got a call on May 5th and said, you missed your appointment, you owe us your late fee for not canceling within 24 hours. Well, then I would say, well, actually I had moved my appointment to April 12th. I spoke with Miranda and I came in on the 12th and everything was fine. I can tell them who I spoke to, what day I called, and everything is dandy. So that's a really simple entry into my phone call log. And what I do is I keep everything in chronological order. I just keep building as I go on. So let's say that on February 16th, I just skip a line in between. I wanted to call the cable company. And I would write their phone number in. And I would write down why I'm calling them. Want to cancel movie package, let's say. So as soon as I get a person on the phone, I'll write down their name. And then oftentimes when you call the cable company, they transfer you. So I'll draw an arrow and then you usually get transferred again because nobody wants to talk to you. And maybe I end up with Sarah. So then I will talk with Sarah on the phone and I'll write down exactly what happened. Movie package successfully canceled. Billing to stop. And it really is as simple as that. And that way, if the next month I get my cable bill and the movie package is still on there, I can call them back and say, hey, I talked with Sarah on February 16th. I canceled that movie package and I got billed for it, so please remove that bill from my invoice. And it's as easy as that. So that's how I use my Erin Condren Deluxe Notebook as a phone call log. Obviously, this was just an introduction to that, and it really is this simple. But that way, I have all of my phone calls categorized in one place. It really helps me with my organization and to keep on track of things. And because this notebook is such good quality and has a lot of pages in it, I'm going to have this for probably years. And I don't make all that many phone calls, but when I do, I want to make sure that I keep them in order. So that's really it for this video. I hope you guys found it helpful. Let me know in the comments if you keep a phone call log, or maybe you plan to start one now that you've seen this video. Also, let me know how you use your Erin Condren notebook if you have one. I would love to know that as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!